If you have ever stood outside holding a garden hose thinking, wait, did I water the tomatoes today or was that yesterday? Congratulations! You are officially at the stage where a water timer changes your life. Seriously, these things save time, lower water bills, and stop your lawn from looking like either a swamp or a crunchy apocalypse. So today, we are counting down the 7 best water timers for garden hoses in 2026. All the links are in the description so you can check out the current prices. Let's dive in. Number 7. Orbit. There is something strangely satisfying about walking outside at sunrise and hearing your sprinklers already doing their thing while you are still half asleep holding coffee. That is basically the Orbit experience. It takes one of the most annoying daily chores and quietly automates it without making you feel like you need an engineering degree to operate it. The rain delay feature is also genuinely useful. You know those moments when it suddenly pours overnight and you realize your sprinklers are still scheduled to blast the lawn at 6 in the morning anyway? Yeah, this fixes that problem immediately. And honestly, Orbit timers have that dependable dad gadget reputation for a reason. They are not flashy. They are not futuristic. They just quietly work season after season without constantly demanding attention. One small downside though, this is definitely more of a straightforward timer rather than a smart ecosystem device. If you want deep app controls and hyper-advanced automation, other options higher on this list go much further. Tap the link in the description to check it out. Number 6. Rainpoint 205NH. This timer feels like somebody actually listened to frustrated gardeners before designing it. Every little annoyance people complain about with cheap water timers seems weirdly improved here. The dual-zone setup is the first thing that stands out, and honestly, once you experience separate watering schedules, going back to a single-zone timer feels primitive. Your lawn can get deep watering twice a week while delicate flowers receive lighter daily watering without you constantly adjusting everything manually. The large display is another underrated feature. Sounds boring until you try programming tiny unreadable screens outside in bright sunlight while sweating through your shirt. This one is refreshingly easy to read. I also appreciate how durable it feels physically. The upgraded waterproofing gives real confidence during rough weather. Cheap timers often feel one thunderstorm away from retirement. This thing feels much tougher. Check out the link in the description to see more. Number 5. Rainpoint 145FRF. This thing feels less like a hose timer and more like a tiny irrigation control center from the future. The Wi-Fi connectivity changes everything. Seriously. Once you start controlling watering schedules from your phone while sitting inside during a thunderstorm, normal timers suddenly feel ancient. What makes this model especially impressive is how intelligently it adapts to weather conditions automatically. Instead of blindly watering during rainy weeks or droughts, it adjusts schedules dynamically based on actual environmental data. That sounds incredibly technical, but in practice, it simply means your plants stay healthier with less wasted water. And honestly, watching water usage statistics inside the app becomes weirdly addictive. You suddenly realize how much water your garden actually consumes over time. Now yes, setup takes slightly longer because of the Wi-Fi pairing and app integration. But once everything connects properly, this system feels incredibly powerful for larger gardens or more serious lawn setups. If you liked it, check it out by clicking the link in the description. Number 4. Melnor. This timer feels like the dependable neighbor who somehow always has the healthiest lawn on the street without acting smug about it. The best thing about the Melnor timer is flexibility. Some plants want constant moisture, others absolutely hate it. This system handles those differences beautifully by allowing separate schedules for different zones without turning the setup process into a nightmare. The rain delay system is excellent too, especially during unpredictable spring weather where conditions change constantly. You pause watering for a few days, then the timer automatically resumes later without requiring you to remember anything manually. One thing gardeners will love is the compatibility with different watering systems. Sprinklers, soaker hoses, drip setups, this thing handles all of them comfortably. That becomes especially useful once people start expanding garden layouts over time. I actually know somebody who used one of these during a brutal summer heat wave while traveling for 2 weeks, and somehow their plants looked healthier afterward than before they left. I've left the link in the description. Number 3. Rainpoint 105NH. There is a certain beauty in products that focus entirely on doing one job properly without stuffing themselves full of unnecessary complications. That is exactly the energy here. This Rainpoint is simple, reliable, and weirdly satisfying to use once you get everything programmed. The flexible scheduling options are fantastic too. Water every hour, every few days, specific durations. It gives you enough control without overwhelming casual users. And the manual watering mode becomes incredibly useful during summer. Sometimes you walk outside, look at your plants, and immediately realize they need extra help right now. Being able to manually run watering sessions without destroying your regular schedule feels surprisingly convenient. What I liked most, though, was how stress-free it feels. No apps, no pairing issues, no random connectivity problems. Just straightforward automatic watering that quietly handles business in the background. But for dependable everyday watering, this thing absolutely nails the basics. For more opinions, see the link below. Number 2. Link Tap. This timer feels like it was engineered by somebody who genuinely hates wasting water. And honestly, after using it, you kind of start hating wasted water too. The precision here is incredible. Up to 100 watering cycles per day sounds absurd until you realize how useful ultra-short watering bursts can be for delicate plants, greenhouse systems, or misting setups during extreme heat. The Zigbee connection is also fantastic because it stays far more reliable than many Wi-Fi-based garden devices. Fewer disconnects, better range, less frustration, and the battery life benefits are huge. What really impressed me, though, was the anti-freeze protection. That feature alone could save people from expensive pipe damage during brutal winter temperatures. The valve automatically reacts before freezing becomes a disaster, which feels incredibly smart. The aerospace-grade inlet also sounds hilariously over-engineered for a garden timer, until you realize how many cheap hose fittings eventually seize up or start leaking after months outside. This thing feels built for years of abuse. Did you like it? In the description, you can find the link for more details. Number 1. Rainpoint 205NH version 2. You know a product is good when it quietly removes stress you did not even realize you had before. That is exactly what happens with the Rainpoint 205NH version 2. The dual-zone control here is fantastic because modern gardens rarely have identical watering needs everywhere. One side gets full sunlight all day, while another stays shaded. Flowers need different watering than grass. Vegetable beds behave differently than decorative landscaping. This timer handles all those situations beautifully. And the customization level is honestly excellent. 38 watering programs sounds excessive at first, until summer temperatures start fluctuating wildly and you appreciate having that level of control. The oversized controls and display also make this timer incredibly user-friendly outdoors. No squinting, no tiny buttons, no frustration while programming schedules during blazing heat. What really pushes this model to appear in this video, though, is balance. It feels advanced without becoming annoying, smart without becoming complicated, powerful without requiring constant maintenance. If you're interested in this model, the link is just below. Well, that concludes our review of the 7 best water timers for garden hoses you can get right now. If you are interested in any of them, all the links are in the description. You can check the current prices or get a deal. And hey, there's also a free trial of Amazon Prime, 30 days, no shipping costs, faster delivery. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more top picks like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.